Just doing a update on my Century Arms VSKA. I'm almost at 5,000 rounds. I'm going to the range tomorrow, putting about 300 rounds through it. I'll be at about 4,800 rounds at that point. Headspace is still good. I just checked it this morning. I've been shooting corrosive M67 Yugo surplus out of it, rinsing it out with water. Chrome lining in the barrel still looks good. The gun is clear. It's been a really good gun. There's not really much to say about it other than I haven't had a single issue out of it. Apparently there's been some lemons with these in the past, but I can generally say I haven't had a single malfunction through it in almost 5,000 rounds. The headspace is still good on it. It's like a Honda Civic. It just keeps on going. I'm not really sure where the reputation for these rifles came from. There's even multiple videos. Even Brandon Herrera did a video shooting 5,000 rounds through the gun with Mr. Guns and Gear as well. And like I said, I'm about to hit 5,000 rounds through mine, and it works great. I'll go ahead and take it apart. The rear of the bolt carrier is, of course, right back there, is of course peened out or mushroomed. That happens on pretty much all AKs. Look at any AK that's had a significant amount of rounds through it, and that is going to be peened. That's just how it is. Got a lot of wear on the front coating, right where the bolt carrier hits the dust cover. The dust cover has some small wear from the charging handle hitting it right there. Other than that, it looks good. I just cleaned this rifle about 2 weeks ago. Recoil spring looks good. Still cycles the rifle fine. I don't think you actually even need to replace these for like 20 or 30,000 rounds anyways. Trunnion, absolutely no peening on it at all. Rear trunnion, of course, barely anything happens to the rear trunnion, so that's gonna look fine. Trigger looks good, trigger feels good, rails look good. And like I said, I put the headspace gauge in it this morning. Headspace is good. Absolutely zero issues. Here's the bolt. No issues with it at all. The bolt carrier. And here's the peened tail that hits the trigger to set and reset the trigger. And like I said, if you look up pretty much any AK, that is going to look just like that. And this is also a very telling part of the gun as well, because you would know I'd be bullshitting if I didn't put that amount of rounds through it, because it would not be that peened. You can tell that I put a very significant amount of rounds through this gun. I've been shooting this rifle for almost 2 years now. Actually, the beginning of December, it'll be 2 years. It's a very good gun. I would advise, if you're getting into an AK, which I don't know why you would now, unless you're getting a 5.56 AK, because 7.62 costs just as much as 5.56, do not pass these up. There are better options. Of course there's better options, but a lot of the internet trolls and stuff like that, they're just trying to make these look bad. I don't know if they're just like Russian shills or if they're just elitists, but I've never had a problem with this gun. I have a Sight Mark visible laser with 300 lumen light on it combination. And I got the gun so hot, the last time I shot it, the laser and the light actually just gave up on me. I got it wet when I was running water through the gun to get all that corrosive salt out of it, and it just stopped working. And it sucked because I spent $150 on it. I got one range day out of it, and it stopped working. Well, I took it off the rifle and kind of just like set it to the side and took the battery out of it. About 2 days after it stopped working, I was like just curious. I was like, maybe it'll start working again. So I put the battery back in it and I turn it on and it starts working. So it works now. So I guess it just got overheated and it just needed a cool down time. So I would highly advise you get one of these lasers if you're looking for a laser. It held up to not only all the abuse, it held up to the abuse, stopped working, and then started working again. So that's a pretty damn good piece of equipment right there if you're looking for a visible laser. I will say though, the next time that I take it to the range, which is tomorrow, I'm probably going to take the laser off and then just put it back on when I leave. Just to not put it through the ringer like that again, because I am going to be shooting like 300 rounds through it. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm sure a lot of people are going to disregard this video and say that, I don't know, I'm lying about the round count. But as you can see, the tail of the bolt carrier, there's no way it would look like that unless you put that many rounds through it. If you have any questions or anything like that, I can answer them in your comments, and I'll do another update, hopefully at like 7,500 rounds. It'll probably take me another 6 months to get to, but you don't want to upload a video every day anyways. Holds zero really well. I haven't had to re-zero it at all. I can still hit a 12 by 18 inch splatter target at 100 yards. I zeroed it one time after I put 200 rounds through it, and I haven't touched it since then. And I've shot Toll, Wolf, some Bulgarian, Global Ordnance, which I think is just rebadged Bulgarian, M67 Surplus, Norma, a whole bunch of cartridges, and I can hit that 12 by 18 inch target with pretty much any brand 7.62 by 39 with this gun. But yeah, I'll let you guys know at a 7,500 rounds how it's doing.